By now, you've heard quite a bit about Robert Mueller's findings in the Trump-Russia investigation. Read the report. It's right there online, and it's free. Make your own call. But I do want to turn your attention to at least one conclusion that reminds us what this whole thing was about in the first place. And you don't have to look very far. Mueller printed it on the very first page. This is what it says. The Russian government interfered in the 2016 presidential election in sweeping and systematic fashion. Got that? It's the most important point in the report. According to Mueller, Russian prints are all over the 2016 American presidential election. Moscow made a relatively small investment and received a significant return with virtually no consequences. When it comes to 2020, you can pretty much guarantee Russia's going to do it again. The Russians created thousands of fake accounts on Twitter and Facebook, other social media, engaging in disinformation and propaganda to try to further divide Americans on key political issues. Undermine Hillary Clinton, support Trump, support Bernie Sanders in 2016. They organized protests in the United States with front groups, including around Black Lives Matter, the movement. They hacked with spear phishing and released emails involving the Democratic National Committee. They compromised the election systems in one Florida county, and they attempted to hack the Clinton campaign. The Russian intelligence has been refining their tradecraft around internal disinformation and asymmetric warfare for decades. Think about what they've done in Estonia, Georgia, and Ukraine. The aim is to sow more divisions, to create more political chaos, to weaken the West. Then candidate Trump welcomed the Russian support, and neither he nor his team raised any alarm bells for U.S. intelligence. While President Obama, who was in charge at the time, himself took virtually no steps in response. Now, in less than 19 months, Americans are going to the polls again. The good news is that U.S. political institutions have proven quite resilient in the face of divisions exacerbated by Russian meddling, just as they have to U.S. internal challenges. The bad news? Popular confidence in those institutions is really, really low. And that means Americans will be skeptical even if institutions function exactly as they should. Only a third of Americans say they trust the government to do what's right. When it comes to 2020, add another disputed election to the mix, and that could start to further erode how we come to view our elected leaders and the institutions they govern. In other words, the real damage may be yet to come.